Hey everybody, welcome to the Two Broke Gamers podcast. I'm Ricky.
I'm Steve.
All right, let's get right into it. This is our discussion portion of the show. Let's just first start off. We got more amiibo.
Got some memes. You might notice this little guy right here. It's an Ike or something.
Yeah, it's something that people are looking for. This guy right there, Ike. I actually thought from the pictures that I saw was much bigger than what he was. I really didn't. He's kind of just a little bit taller than Marth. That's all.
Yeah.
And I decided to put mine, I was experimenting. I was like, I wonder if a baseball case can work in a softball case. It looks pretty good. Put a little double-sided tape so it doesn't really damage it. Still works as a thing. The Bowser one's kind of hot though. I like it in the softball thing.
Yeah.
I want to put mine in individual cases. There's cases out there. I don't like any of them. And I think they're overpriced anyway, especially I don't know. I don't like it, but I like these two cases. These two work for me. So, but I like these amiibo, our whole family. Some of them are mine. Most of them are Steve's.
Yeah.
Some of them are doubles, so I didn't bother bringing the doubles. So.
Yeah, makes sense.
But let's get started on this. So, Nintendo talking about the World Nintendo Championships last week and reintroducing it the first time in 25 years, since 1990, which is awesome, cool. They took a while to talk about where the locations were, which is okay, that's fine, that's nice. The locations, good. And then they found
only 4.
Oh, damn it, Steve. So, all right. So, yes, there are going to be Best Buy locations, and there are a whopping 8 around the entire U.S. that you can qualify for this Nintendo World Championship event. 8 Best Buys.
Did they mention what games they're playing too?
Yes, but I wanted to get into that. Gosh, Steve, just stepping all over the place.
Jumping the gun.
Oh, man. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So only 8 Best Buys in the U.S., which I have a problem with, which I don't know, maybe that makes sense, but it doesn't. But I know why. I guess I understand. Because, look, let's compare it to Smash Bros. Smash Bros. Was supposed to be the bigger game. Obviously, there's going to be a bigger audience, so they needed a few more Best Buys. There was only 1 or 2 in our area. Well, 3 technically. There was the one in, because we live in, New York, kind of in the middle of the tri-state area. We're, right there in the middle of the tri-state area, which consists of, Connecticut, Jersey, New York, whatever.
Yeah.
And so we had 3 locations. We had the Nintendo World in the city. We had a Best Buy that was in the Palisades Mall, a little bit to the west of us, in across the bridge over the Hudson River. And then a little bit east in Queens, there was a Best Buy there to try out. And then maybe some in Jersey, but I don't count those. I don't care. But now in our area itself, there's only 1 location, and it's the one in Queens, which is just
I'm not going to Queens.
I may try out for it, but depending on the game, which we'll get into. Now, we said 8 locations. If you live in California, there's 2. There's 1 in Florida, 1 in Illinois, 1 in Minnesota, 1 in New York, we could just discussed of, 1 in Texas, and 1 in Washington State. And that's it. That's it. Tacoma, Washington, Dallas, Texas, Long Island City, New York, which is kind of Queens, kind of Long Island, but whatever. Maple Grove, Minnesota. Schaumburg, Illinois. Miami, Florida. Torrance, California. And San Francisco, California. That's it. Now, this competition, what it consists of, I guess they kind of try to keep it true to the original. They're going to be old NES games, but on the NES Remix portion. Now, and for those of you that don't know which one they're going to use, they're actually going to use basically the World Championship that came with the NES Remix 1 and 2 if you had the bundle for the Wii U, or if you got Ultimate NES Remix on the 3DS. But this is the version that they're going to use at the competition at Best Buy.
Version.
The 3DS version, yes. Which is basically the same thing as if you played the ones on the Wii U, you basically had the competition, you did it, whatever. Now, in studying it, because I practiced it again, because I was I might want to try out for this. Now, my high score isn't crap compared to every other high score, but that's because you really have to compete the first 2, because it's not the original one was basically Mario. You had to get 50 coins. There was a racing game that I always forget what it is, and then you had to go with Tetris. You had to keep getting higher with Tetris, but I believe Tetris is a lot easier. Now, with the NES Remix, the actual 3 games that you're playing for, those games are Mario, still the original Super Mario Brothers. The second game is Mario 3, which is a lot easier, so that one you'll finish real quick. But then it's Dr. Mario, which is a lot more of a difficult puzzle. I love Dr. Mario. I love getting combos with it. But to set up the combos for that game is ridiculous. You have to know where everything is going to fall. If you don't believe me, I will link a video to someone that got a high score of, I think, 8 million. I was able to get 1 million, I believe. But that won't come close. And I don't think, maybe it's not worth a trip over there to Best Buy. But, I mean, still, damn, But it's gonna be rough, this competition anyway.
I mean, like I said, I'm not even gonna bother. So.
Well, yeah, but then again, too, you don't have any of the games, so you can't even practice, really. And that's why I think I understand why Nintendo doesn't have a lot of locations, where before this was a big money maker. Like, Smash Bros. Was supposed to be the big money maker for Nintendo. That's why they invested all this money, all this thing, all the event, all that, the big event at E3, the event at Best Buy, whatnot. Now, for NES Remix, it's not that big of a deal. Maybe it's driving sales for it so people can practice it. Maybe. I don't know if a lot of people are going out to buy it right now. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's not that big of a moneymaker anyway. And plus, not a lot of people may own it or play it. So they just kind of like, well, we don't need that many locations for it. That's the best way I see it.
But I feel like there's a lot of people who just want to have who want to be part of competition, who would just do it anyway, but whatever. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not doing it, so I don't care.
Yeah, I would love to. In all honesty, I would give it a try. But that's where we're at right now as far as the Nintendo event. Now, it's an all-day thing. I don't think you have to stay. I think you try your high score, and that's it. I don't know. You get tallied, and maybe you get a callback. I don't know how that's going to work. But, yeah, I'm not going to stay there. If I go there, I'm going to go hopefully in the morning, play it, and then go to my job, because I think I'll work that day anyway. But whatever. And plus, I'm going to miss out on a lot of Splatoon play, because Splatoon comes out next week. So
yeah. Super excited for that.
Yeah, Splatoon and Amiibo. That's going to be fun. Now, Amiibo next week. Amiibo.
Oh, don't remind me.
There is, I believe, a good 14 of them coming out next week.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a bunch.
Yeah, and not just first-time releases, re-releases. There was already confirmed Meta Knights already being re-released for Best Buy that same day, mind you. I see your face, too.
I was, okay, I just changed my whole life. Because I was going to go camp Target to try to get a Jigglypuff, but if Meta Knight's coming out that day, I'm going to Best Buy. I'd rather have a Meta Knight than a Jigglypuff.
And that's
I want both. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm. But it looks like you're going to probably spend more money on one than the other. Because look at how Rosalina wasn't re-released yet for Target.
Huh.
But Jigglypuff might be a one-time thing too. But Best Buy, yeah, Meta Knight.
I mean, unless I can this is I hate this.
I actually did not go over that with him, but yeah, that's yeah.
Oh, this is my raw reaction to this.
Yes.
So I mean, I kind of do. I really want a Jigglypuff too. I want both of them. Why can't I have all? Why can't I just have all of them? Fuck you, Nintendo. God.
Yes.
All right. I'll work on my plan some other time.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a compact version. Let me see. I'm looking at our Amiibo. Of course, the Splatoon's coming out for the U.S. Wave 4 is coming out the same day. USA breaking it down. Nest, Jigglypuff, Greninja. The Silver Mario's coming out that day too.
I came up with a plan.
What's up?
Target is all right. This goes into news too. Target is limiting Jigglypuff to 2 buys.
2. That's it.
You can go to Target, get 2 Jigglypuffs. I'll go to Best Buy and get 2 Meta Knights, and we're both covered. Boom! High five me. I'm a genius.
Boom. Hold on. We can reach.
All right.
Yeah,
yes, that's how we're doing this. That's how we're doing it. It's over.
I just want to confirm Meta Knight because I didn't see him on the list, but I did see somewhere that Meta Knight's most likely coming out that day. But I just want to really double check before it's wow. And even the Splatoon amiibo, which is I think like almost there. That's already almost sold out right now.
Wow.
Yeah. But I'm just gonna confirm Meta Knight because I think Meta Knight was confirmed. I remember seeing rumor and was confirmed, but I got to double check on that for realsies. Because that was that's major. That's major for you.
That's huge for me. I'm a huge Meta Knight player, so this has been one that's been killing me inside that I don't have. So we might see some new friends for 2 weeks from 2 weeks from show from now.
Well, definitely Pac-Man. That was my guy.
Well, and then Pac-Man is secure for you. So.
Oh snap! Actually, oh no, wait, never mind. That's an old link. Sorry.
What?
Sorry. My bad. Because it's delayed, and I'm just like, oh, no, hold on. Yeah, let me see. 5,000 Meta Knights in the region, distribution center, heading to Best Buy. Okay, yes, it looks like it is confirmed. 530, wow, people are really inside with the amiibo. 5,300 Meta Knight confirmed in the distribution center at Best Buy.
Okay, so we're doing this, Ricky. This is our plan. we're doing things.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like you won't be able to pre-order them. It looks like I don't know about the pre-order.
No,
but it looks
probably
like,
not.
But yes, but now that adds, Ness is a GameStop exclusive.
Which I've got mine on the way.
Yeah,
I pre-ordered it. It's coming to my house. I'm good with NES.
Yeah, and I pre-ordered my Pac-Man thanks to you. So
Yeah, I hold you down.
Yeah. Target's getting Greninja. So wait, the Greninja and Jigglypuff coming at the same time too?
What?
Oh,
But I thought.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
No, Greninja's Toys R Us.
I was
I'm like,
reading ahead.
wait, whoa.
Sorry about
Although in our in the White Plains shopping center,
Yep.
Target
It's
and
right upstairs.
Toys R Us are right next to each other.
Yeah.
So it's like boom, boom,
Yeah,
go.
Oh, it's like I'm really expecting a mad rush. If I'm gonna be like the first few online, it's like running out and running upstairs.
Yeah.
To get that.
Which
like,
if because I'm going over to the Best Buy, which is down the street. If we can coordinate some kind of
But
thing.
you know what? I can't make that one because I start work at that time. If Target does open, then because Toys R Us opens late, I know that. Or
Yeah.
Toys R Us opens at 10 o'clock.
Okay, Toys open at 10. I think Target opens at 9.
All right. So now we're also. I just wanted to go
I
over
think
that.
I'll grab you a Greninja if I get there. I don't know.
Oh, so reading this, of
Fuck,
course.
this sucks. This sucks. I hate this. Why do we have to even plan this? Why can't I just walk into Toys R Us like 3 weeks from now and get a
You know
fucking
what?
Greninja anyway?
What you're witnessing is how people plan this, even in our Amiibo or anywhere right now with Amiibo. Amiibo is like that craze that like it's like I have to get it because I don't want to spend $30 on a $13 thing. That's really what it is.
Basically.
All right, I talked about Jigglypuff at Target. Greninja ads actually going to be restock. Marth restock also at Toys R Us, and Lucario restock,
Ooh.
and DDD restock at Toys R Us.
Ooh.
Meta Knight at Best Buy. Silver Mario should be everywhere.
Fuck so Mario.
Lucina, Robin, and Pac-Man are like whatever, just they're everywhere too. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Oh my god, this is gonna be an intense day.
Yeah.
I don't work until 2 that day, so I have a lot of time to play around with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's hoping you get to the places too, because I bet you they're doing the same thing like us, multiple people at multiple places to get multiple Amiibo. Because if you're gonna get it, might as well get like other Amiibo while you're there too.
I definitely want that Meta Knight. Now that I want that Meta Knight. If you can pick up the Jigglypuff, fantastic. If not, whatever. I mean, it's one that I want, but I'll whatever. Robin and Lucina would be pretty dope to have, but I don't need them.
Yeah,
Greninja would be dope to have, but I don't need it.
But if you're at Best Buy and you're there,
right?
and
If they have
it,
them,
then and especially if you get there butt ass early in the morning, yes, you can't. But everything.
But the only thing that I think we actually need to like coordinate here is the Meta Knight and the Jigglypuff thing.
Yeah,
because they're 2 different store exclusives that aren't close to each other.
Not at all.
So it sucks.
Yes,
sucks ass. But we'll work on this later. Anyway, to the show. Back to the show.
Yes. So yeah, Amiibo. That's the craze. That's where we're at this point. I mean,
I hate this. I hate this feeling.
And you know what? I'm gonna miss out on the exclusive. The whatchamacallit. Oh, maybe not because Walmart opens extra early too. I want to still get that 3-pack of Splatoon.
I don't care about that.
I want to because I'm getting the damn game and I want to be able.
So am I, but I don't give.
Yeah, but you know what it is? I want to get all the content. I want to be able to play the full game, and I feel like it's unfair.
Well, Walmart's across the street, so.
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like it's unfair that there's Amiibo that you have to use in order to get all more things in the game.
Yeah.
And that is mini games that give you points in order for you to get more items in the game, and I feel like that's unfair because of how rare Amiibo are, especially when the 3-pack is exclusive at Walmart, I believe. I can correct myself if I'm wrong now or later, whatever. But the 3-pack's exclusive. And that exclusive only has the squid. Everywhere else will have the boy and the girl squid Amiibo, but it's just that main green squid is only in the 3-pack.
Yeah,
that's
it.
Stupid. Yeah, and if you want to unlock everything, that's what you need. So I don't know, man, but I mean that's our Amiibo talk.
That's the Amiibs, man.
Yeah. Real quick, going backwards, real quick to the Nintendo World Championships. Do you remember that was basically based off of The Wizard? Do you remember that movie, The Wizard, with Fred Savage?
No.
And all that? Okay. Well, basically that movie was an advertisement for Mario Brothers 3. That's really what it was. But it's strange because it was basically about this kid. He was like the whiz at video games. He basically beat a game without even touching it. Like there's some stupid stuff. And this is, mind you, this is the 80s. It's this dumb stuff. And Fred Savage was the star of it. Wonder Years and
I knew Fred Savage.
Yeah.
Was, right?
So and basically they made the World Championships off of that game, and from then on, I think it came like it was like one came from the other or something like that. But now it's funny because Fred Savage actually tweeted, "Where are these Nintendo Championships being held, and how the hell do I get there?" Now, I mean,
that's dope.
How can you not have Fred Savage there? Come on.
Yeah.
Someone's got to be the whiz.
That'd be dope.
All right. Just wanted to shorten that up. That's our talk of Nintendo Talk stuff. Now, and we went over that. Just going over things real quick. Konami. Now, they actually went out and talked about how mobile gaming, that's their goal. This is going to be the future. and Konami's going to focus on mobile gaming. That's it. Like, other things too they're having on the side. But mobile. Here's our quote. Our main platform will be mobiles. Following the pay-as-you-play model of game like Power Pro and Winning 11 with additional content, our games must move from selling things like items to selling things like features. You love that term. That's my favorite quote out of all that. It's just, we don't want to sell those we want to sell features. That sounds lovely, isn't that?
Sounds awful.
Oh, yeah. We saw with these games that even people who buy physical games are motivated to buy extra content. The success of Power Pro especially has motivated us to actively push more of our popular series onto mobile than ever before. Gaming has spread to a number of platforms, but at the end of the day, the platform is what's always closest to us is mobile. Mobile is where the future of gaming lies. We hope that our overseas games such as Metal Gear Solid 5 and Winning 11 will continue to do well, but we are always thinking about how to push our franchises onto mobile there too. With multiple platform games, there really is no point in dividing the market into categories anymore. Mobiles will take the new role of linking the general public to the gaming world.
Freemium.
That's what it is.
I hate it.
I don't like those type of games either, but God. I mean, but then again too, look what freemium is on PC. I mean, people are buying pieces of like equipment to level up or just to have a nice design of an avatar. But mobile gaming and that, I mean, it's such a hole in some people's pockets, especially like people. I've heard stories of Candy Crush and people spending like hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands
ridiculous.
of dollars on Candy Crush.
That's a dumb. But like, if people want to do that and they have ridiculous money they want to spend, whatever.
But I don't feel like that's a game anymore. I feel like that's more of a gamble. And that's the thing too. I think South Park even made a great point of that, and people have noticed too, where you're not really playing a game. You're kind of like gambling, and that's like kind of an addiction in gambling. Where they made the comparison, like, look, basically, it's what you're doing is the same thing. You're like trying to advance, you can't, so you just start putting money into it and putting money and then you can't stop. And that's where these companies want you. There's people like you and I who will, if we play a mobile game, I haven't in a long time anyway, but if I did and I came to a limit and I can't play anymore and it wants me to pay to continue to play, shut it off.
I'm putting the game down.
Yeah, I put the game down and I wait for everything to restart so I can actually replay it. That's what I know a few people in my life do. And then there's other people who just can't do that. They need to play the game. And that's where I feel like the gaming industry, or at least some companies, are taking advantage of. The people who just like, you can't help but want to put money into a game for no reason. And I just feel like that's wrong. But
it is wrong. Oh, it's most definitely wrong.
But if people are seeing, we can make money off of this and screw regular gaming, if, people want to enjoy a good story and whatnot, yeah, they'll spend the $60. Fine, that's on them. We want to take advantage of the people who are just going to spend money on an endless game because they want to and because they can't play it anymore.
Well, here's the thing, though. Like, for all these people, like, all these game devs that are making free-to-play with, buy option in their game, I understand why it's like, all right, we made this game, we put it out for free, you could throw some money into it to help us out for making a free game, but why not just have people buy the game and make everything free?
But they're not making their money off that because I know.
No, I know you're probably they're in the long run they're making more money off of having people make smaller purchases every here and there, but whatever. I mean,
the microtransactions that add up.
Yeah, exactly. Well, basically, I mean, I'll raise my hand and say that League of Legends, free to play game, but I've probably put more than enough money into the game just for buying skins and stuff.
Now, is it true? Because I was reading an article where no matter what, if you want to be like top tier in League of Legends, you would have to put money into it.
You don't.
Really?
No.
Okay.
You just need to play a lot.
Oh, okay. It doesn't even have to. You don't have to put money in buying
everything that's important. You can get with the in-game IP.
Okay.
RP is like the stuff you buy with money.
Yeah.
If you play a lot, like I have a friend who has put no money into the game and has everything unlocked just from the fact of how much he plays the game.
Wow, and that's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot of play.
Yeah.
But to continue that point on you, what you were saying about just putting money into it, like I just find that concept just so strange. Why not, like you said, like buying a game, but I know like a game like Angry Birds, I believe, makes more money off the free version than off of like the paid version. That's only because like I know you don't like buy add-ons, at least I don't remember anyway. I don't know if that's changed, but I know if you buy the free version, you take out all the ads, they're losing money. But if you keep the free version, they make money off those ads.
Yeah.
That's how they're making the money, really.
Yeah, I guess so. But
That's
like I said, I'm going back to my point of League though. It's like I don't put that much money into League, but I've been playing it for long enough that I'll probably put maybe $20-$30 per like year on League, but I've been playing for 4 years. So and then there was actually 1 year where I just like went ham and I put lots of money. I think I probably put close to like $200 into League of Legends, which like I don't mind that though, because I'm getting and there's nothing about it that makes it like performance enhancing.
Yeah.
Like everything I buy is strictly for aesthetics.
Oh, okay.
Like so skins. I buy skins.
So you're not doing
I'm
like
a skin addict.
No, you're not like a pay to win player. Okay.
League of Legends is not a pay to win game.
Oh, okay, which is good.
Yeah, so it's not a pay to win game. You can anything that you can unlock with money. You could also all right, anything that you need to unlock for like champions or whatever or runes, you can get that with IP. So you're not paying to win.
Gotcha.
You can pay to, I guess you could pay to unlock champions.
Yeah.
But you can easily just unlock them anyway by not paying. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So I guess like we said, like to end that discussion on just
freemium
Konami.
sucks.
The freemium does suck, and we're not big fans of it. But it looks like Konami's just going to succeed because they just see the future in that. They're just going to go for it.
I didn't like the way they worded that, though.
Yeah,
they're wording it basically like, we don't care about our games. We want the money. Like, that's when you're reading that to me, I was like, this is basically what I'm hearing here.
A lot of people, when I read the article, and a lot of people, and I've seen people talk about this topic, everybody cringed at that quote. That was why it was my favorite. I wanted to find an article that had that exact quote because that quote is just, it's cringeworthy. It's cringe-inducing. It's just...
They're basically saying they don't care about the customers. They don't care about the games. They want the money. That's kind of gross.
Well, look how they treated this guy, Kojima.
Kojima.
And like how like people just want him to leave and have his own company and do his own thing. Somebody buy him out. Somebody
he very well could.
Come to Nintendo, make them some money. They could get a good M-rated mature audience for Nintendo if Kojima goes to them. To be honest with you, because
make Metal Gear Solid exclusive.
Yeah, dude, imagine that.
Make Metal Gear Solid exclusive on the Wii U.
But Kojima might probably just go all PC because a lot of people buy his games from the West too. A lot of people over here love Metal Gear. I don't know how it is in Japan. I'm sure there's a pretty equal amount of love too. But it's all about just the Western audience. Europe and US, they freaking love Metal Gear.
Yeah.
So, speaking of that, one last thing, indie games and such. Now, someone had brought up a point on Polygon, actually, funny enough, which made an opinion. I want to give this person credit because it's definitely something that we should probably mention. Katie Kironis, she wrote this on Polygon about this opinion piece, and it was brought to my attention by Gamasutra. I like to give credit from time to time. So basically, what had happened was they talked about how Kickstarters are asking for too little on purpose, and that just might hurt the indie developers more so than anything else because people will come to expect that, oh, they can only make a game with a couple of $1,000s. Why do I have to put my full money into it? That type of thing. Which this person made a great point because look at the point of we talked about Igarashi's Bloodstained, where he asked for $500,000, but really the goal was to get at least a couple of $1 million from that. Same thing with
Ukulele.
Yeah, the Ukulele. You can't make a whole complete game like Banjo-Kazooie with only a couple of $100,000. That's impossible. And I mean, now that they hit their goals and such, now there's the goal rewards and such. And like she was saying, this will hurt, especially for indie projects, especially if somebody wanted to make some sort of a decent budget size game and they're asking for a couple of $1,000s that people are just going to expect that's it. Or why do you need this money then if, you could make it for less? And that might be hurting the indie industry.
Yeah, I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah,
I don't really have much to elaborate on it, but I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah, here's a quote. Kickstarter is actively distorting people's understanding of what a sane budget is. The ecosystem is being poisoned for projects that need to raise their actual workable budget for a game, which I think sums it up really well.
Well, I also understand why the game devs are doing that. They're trying to be like, hey, we're not trying to take all your money, so give us more.
and I see that too. I really see if you're asking for Ukulele and you're asking for $3 million, I'm pretty sure people would have. But I mean, people probably would have been a little bit more afraid for a couple of million versus a couple of 100,000.
Yeah.
That's how I see. But I really hope people don't think it's distorted like that. Because I mean, it takes a lot of money to make a game. People will sleep on that. You try to make a game, unless you're gonna make a free game with a free program that's kind of basic or like an 8-bit type of style, because that's one of the easier like games to make. Not to knock it, but it's like one of the lower quality like games that you can make. Some sort of crude something on a free program. You can do that. It's released. And it's probably cost you like your time basically, and that's it. And people might play that, people might not. People are like, this game's kind of but that's the game you made. But now if you want to make a better game, you're going to need money for it. But then if you don't estimate the correct money that you need, then that's just going to fall apart on you. There was a common joke even from Kickstarter where people said, what you're supposed to do, like there was instructions on it. I think it came from Dorkly, where it was like, all right, what you do for a Kickstarter is that you estimate everything that you need and give a little bit under so that you can do it. That's step one. And then step two is like, nope, forget all that. You actually ask for millions and millions of dollars, and you go like over the top of what you're actually going to make, and you're never going to make that game. And then your game fails after that. That type of thing. So, I mean, Kickstarter is good and bad in that way, because a lot of things have not made it. Some things have. And so far, I really hope at this point it doesn't really like this person's saying, distort a lot of people, because I want to start my idea, because I know you got to put some money to make a game. If you're not, then yeah. But because we're not idiots either. But I'm hoping some gamers out there are not idiots either. I like that.
I feel like most of the people that are donating to this probably know anyway. Mm-hmm. That's why these game devs are lowballing themselves and getting more than they wanted.
But it's unfortunate for people who want to make a really good game and then they don't get the money, because some people may not have faith in that game, or may not have faith in how much money they actually might need either.
Yeah.
That type of thing. So that's unfortunate too. Mm-hmm. I don't have an example of a game like that, but
You're bound to see something come up soon, because Kickstarter is very popular.
Oh, yeah. And that's about it for our discussion part. We're going to talk about all the gaming stuff after this, so we hope you all stay tuned for that.
Shit.